Hello friends, good morning and welcome to day 4 of Crochetmas. I have a special guest with me this morning. Woo. This is Theo. Wait, what is the mirror is driving? Look. This is Theo. He is going to be hanging out with us because Gabe and Ava took the other two down the street to drop off at the groomers real quick, and I didn't want him to be alone. So he's going to be hanging out with us until Ava gets back, and then she will come and get him so he doesn't have to be distracting and bark and all those fun things. Toby says it is cold and snowy in Toronto. It is cold and gray here. No snow, just cold and gray and yucky. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys could tune in. Wanda is here with us, and she says she does not have a crochet business, but she thinks that these gift pockets would make excellent. I'm sorry, they are not gift pockets. They are as giftable as gift pockets. These soap sacks. We are making soap holders, soap bag, soap sack. Those are all the synonyms. This is what we are making today. And yes, she is correct. They are excellent gifts. These are perfect for anybody on your Christmas list this year. I'd say anybody other than kids, because I feel like kids would probably rather have a toy. But for everybody else, we all use soap, and I think this is excellent. I use mine every time that I take a shower. It just hangs up in my shower, has my bar of soap in it. When I run out of that bar of soap, I wash it, and then I do it again. I love it. I think it is super handy. It's exfoliating. It's a great gift. So I'm happy that you guys are excited as I am to make these little soap sacks. So far in Crochetmas, day 1, we made the Crafty Boho Santa hat, and we made the toddler size. Day 2, we made little hamster plushies. This was guest posted on my blog by Crazy 4 Crochet Mama. Day 3, we made gorgeous little Santa dresses for Gracie doll. No, I haven't finished it. I was sewing in the tails right before I went live, but I will hopefully get this finished today. And then, as I've already said, for day 4, we are making soap sacks. I want to let you know that you can get today's ad-free PDF. If you go to acraftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho, it will take you to this PDF. You will need to download it, save it to your device. This is a free thank you gift for showing up live and hanging out with me this morning. So this link will not work after the live ends. It will disappear. It will no longer work. The link will be broken. So don't just save the link, save the actual PDF to your device or print it out or something. So you have this freebie. Currently, this is a paid only option. You get it for free as a thank you for showing up live and hanging out and making Crochetmas as fun as it is. Also, be sure to check your inbox. If you are on the Crochetmas VIP list, I sent out this morning's freebie, which is a couple sheets of soap sack gift wraps, product wraps that you can wrap around your soap sacks to have at markets, to use in your packaging, all kinds of different ways that you could use them. There's a spot for you to put the price on the back. So grab that freebie. It is in your inbox if you are on the VIP list. If you are not on the VIP list, what are you waiting for? It is free to join. It does not cost anything at all. You can sign up at acraftyconcept.com/crochetmas, and I will send out freebies to you every single morning, along with what pattern we're doing that day, a link to the video where you can watch it live, the materials that I'll be using, so you can make sure you have yours ahead of time if you want to crochet with me, and all of the good things. Tomorrow, I was asking for some tips on another freebie that I could send out, and an overwhelmingly amount of people said gift tags. So like to go on Christmas gifts, you can tie them on. One person said gift tags and ideas for how to embellish them. Look at Sister Stitch Co. on Instagram. Do whatever she does. Her style, she is such a stylish lady. When it comes, I don't know about like her person because she doesn't show a lot of herself, but all the things that she does, the most beautiful. Like I just want to jump inside of her pictures, and that's where I live. Check her out, Sister Stitch Co. on Instagram. Love her to pieces, but she embellishes her gift tags, and it is darling. But I do have the freebie that I'm working on that will be going out. I think it's day 6. Oh my gosh, that's ironic because that is also the day that we are doing her pattern, which from Sister Stitch Co. That is her pattern, the Loso slug plushie. So that's perfect that I thought of her for the embellishing ideas. Okay, last thing, please continue to use the hashtag CrochetMiss2024 if you share any pictures of your beautiful creations. That way I and the rest of us here hanging out during the lives can go see what you made, what color you used, what yarn you used, all of the fun stuff. This is what really helps create our little community here with Crochet Miss 2024 and is a great way for us to get to communicate and stay in touch after the lives are ended. Yay, I'm glad you grabbed them. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Chastity. Okay, good. Got the email figured out. Excellent. Nita said this is what the grown-ups are getting this year. Good morning. Good morning, Jessie and Deborah. Welcome. I'm so happy you guys are here. I got to meet Deborah in real life last April. Glad you can make it, Laura. Perfect. Hello, Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into this pattern. It shouldn't be a long one. It should be regular time. Again, Theo's hanging out with us. He likes to sit behind me. This is my golden boy. You shy? You're my golden boy? Because the people say, hi, people. You're so good. He's so good. Okay, shifting. Here we go. This is what we're making today. I am using I Love This Cotton in the color Bruschetta. I love this color of I Love This Cotton. I think it's going to make a gorgeous soap sack. I'm going to use a pair of scissors. I'm going to use my G 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. 10 out of 10. These two things, the best things on the market. They are both Clover brand. This is Clover Amore. This says Clover Japan on it. I don't know why. If you need gifts for your husband to put in your stocking this year, tell him this is what you want. You can get them on Amazon. acraftyconcept.com/Amazon will take you to my Amazon site if you want to hook your girl up with some few cents per sale. acraftyconcept.com/ I can barely see my screen because of how far away it is from my person. Okay. Now, was there anything else I needed to show you up close? I don't think so. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and flip to the beginning. Usually I make one of these before we go live just so I can be refreshed. But this is a fairly recent pattern, so I figured I could do it without making one ahead of time. So hopefully we will see. I did also try to take care of the yarn bomb off camera, so we wouldn't have to do that together. Oh, thank you, Alma. I am an extroverted person, so I get my energy from you. So if you weren't here, I would be a lump on a log. So thank you for being here. Let's see if we can just, there we go. We are going to start so this pattern uses the lemon peel stitch, and I will show you guys that. We're going to start by chaining 30, making sure to leave a long enough tail to close up our soap sack. We're starting from the bottom up, so make sure you have a tail long enough. I don't know, a couple feet should be fine. We're going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 30. I didn't get my elbow sleeve. Gonna regret that decision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Theo, do not bark. Do not bark. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. He's going to bark. 23, 24, 25, 26. Thank you. 27, 28, 29, 30. He was very happy to leave. Okay, 30 single crochets, and then we're going to, it says, note, keep tension relaxed, so the final shape of the soap holder isn't too narrow at the bottom. Well, I didn't do that on purpose, but hopefully it's not too bad. Make sure the chain is facing the same direction as you join in the back bump of the first stitch to create a chain loop. So we're going to take, making sure it's not twisted at all, take the first chain all the way over here to the last chain, and we're going to join up in this back bump portion. And I will show you the back bump here in a second very clearly. It's a little weird to see on the first one because of how starting a chain looks. Okay, that's where I'm going to join. If I can get situated. And to join, I'm just grabbing my yarn and pulling through that stitch and then pulling through the loop on my hook. And then we're going to chain 1. Excellent. So single crochet into the same stitch as the join and then double crochet in the next stitch. That's all we're going to do. Single, double, single, double, single, double, all the way around. We should start with a single and end with a double for this row. So we're going to start by placing a single crochet in the back bump where we just joined. So let me show you where the back bumps are first. This is our chain. These are the V stitches that make up our chain. If you flip it to where you see behind them, these horizontal jumps here, that's your back bump. That's where I like to put my stitches when I work on a starting chain. It's actually just kind of personal preference. Your soap sack will turn out fine either way. If you, hey, Waynell, glad you could make it. Oh, hey, Asia, good question. It is ho, ho, ho. craftyconcept.com/ho, ho, ho. That will get you the freebie for today. Hello, Virginia. Okay, so we're going to place our single crochet in that same stitch where we just did our chain, just did our join and chain 1. I yarn under, you probably yarn over. It doesn't matter which one you do, your soap sack will still turn out perfect. Okay, and then the next back bump, which because I've been pulling on it, see how tiny my little chain got? That's where my next back bump is. It's right there. We are going to do a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, under, whatever tickles your fancy, go into that back bump, even though it was kind of pulled tight. Oh, I keep doing that. Hello, Ohio. And grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is our double crochet. Let me take that away. How are we doing on lighting? I feel like this is a little shadowy. Let's see if I can't fix it. I'm still here, I promise. I'm still here. Just trying to adjust my lighting. Hopefully that helped. Okay, so the next stitch is a single crochet right here into the back bump. Still looks like the lighting's a little tough. And then a double crochet in the next one. And we are just going to single, double all the way around. Very easy. This is an excellent pattern to make while you are watching TV. Maybe you're watching Christmas movies. Ooh, let me know in the comments. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Ava did a little survey the other day for her homeschool lesson. It was in the curriculum. I didn't make it up, but it was to make like a bar graph. And she surveyed, the question she chose was, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And she asked adults, and she gave 4 options that people could choose from, and almost everybody picked the same one because she asked a lot of millennials. So it was pretty obvious which one it was going to be for most people. But I'm interested to see today, what is your favorite Christmas movie? National Lampoon's Elf, Christmas with the Cranks. I'm going to tell you guys mine in a minute. Elf, White Christmas, Christmas Vacation, Elf. Christina, I saw that you posted a question. I'm going to try to look at it in a second. It has disappeared on me. Random question for Ashley in the group. Do you think it's easier to learn to crochet with bulky yarn and hooks? I do. I do think bulky is easier because you can see what you're doing more clearly. Erin from EKG Designs, her daughter, when she was 12, taught herself how to crochet with the crafty boho slipper pattern. And I think it was easy for her because it was blanket yarn and a bigger hook. So I didn't learn on with blanket yarn, but I think it would make it easier. So we're just going to single double, back and forth. A Muppets Christmas Carol, White Christmas and the Holiday, Elf. Good morning, Michelle. I'm glad you could tune in. The gift or the URL for today's bonus for showing up live is acraftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho. You can grab the soap sack PDF by going to acraftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho. Okay, nobody has said what my favorite Christmas movie is yet. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to watch it. Maybe not with your children. I think it's PG-13, maybe. It is mine and Gabe's. Well, I don't want to say for Gabe. I think it's Gabe's also, but it is definitely my favorite Christmas movie, and it is Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. It has Tim McGraw in it. It is hysterical. We quote that movie. Okay, I'm at my last one now, and it is a double crochet because I started with a single crochet. So you're always going to end and start with different stitches. That's how you can kind of keep up to with how many stitches you've done without counting. Then we're going to join into the top of our first stitch, which was a single crochet. Okay. As a join. Hang on, I'm just double checking that I follow the pattern specifically and I don't mix it up as I go for the sake of slip stitch in the first, chain one and turn. Okay. Chain one and turn our work. Now, you do not have to turn your work if you don't want to. You can go in the same direction every time, and it might depend on the type of yarn that you're using. We've talked about in Crochetmas that if you use a self-striping yarn, if you don't turn your work, the yarn turns out prettier. If you can see in this picture, this one, the taupe one, I did not turn my work. The other two I did. You can tell the difference in the texture. The main thing that you want to make sure you do, if you, in both of these, whether you turn or not, is make sure your double crochet stitches are on top of your single crochet stitches and your singles are on top of your doubles. You want to alternate, never touching the same stitch next to it or on top of itself, and you'll be good to go. I like the look of the turning. I think the texture created when you turn is great for in the shower, but the other one is very pretty too. So if you have a specific yarn that you don't want to turn your work, you don't have to. Just make sure your stitches are lining up. So because we turned our work, we're going to start again with a single crochet and end with a double crochet. That's going to be every single row. Start with a single, single, double, single, double, single, double, end with a double. If you don't turn your work, you will need to alternate which stitch you start with. Hopefully that's coming across okay. So I'm going to start again with a single crochet here, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Single, double, single, double. How are we doing with the lighting? Maybe I just don't have my brightness turned up all the way on my computer. I hope you guys can see this okay. Diane, this is the second row. So first we chain 30, and then we joined our chain to make a loop, and then we single crocheted in the first back bump, and then double crocheted in the second back bump, and then single, double, all the way around. Join into the first one, chain one, turn our work. And then that's where we're at now. Single, double, all the way down. I just recently watched Four Christmases with my husband. Love that movie. I'm self-taught, and I learned doing acrylic hats. My team started with that too, and learning plush was super easy after that. Makes sense. Caroline said, totally watched Four Christmases last night. Did you pee your pants because you laughed so hard? My favorite scene in that movie is when they're playing Taboo. It is so funny. If you've not watched Four Christmases, let me know in the comments who has not watched Four Christmases. Say, I haven't watched it, because I want to see how many people's lives I just changed by suggesting you go watch that movie. It is so funny. Thank you, Megan. I'm glad it looks okay. Thank you, Christy. I was worried that it looked a little shadowy. Not much we can do with this daggone winter in Kentucky. Maybe I need to, it would be my life goal is to get to Florida for the winter. So maybe one year we'll do that. We'll have made it. Chain 1. I joined into the top. Sorry, let me go back. Join into the top of our first stitch. Chain 1 and turn our work. I think it's a bit dark, but that's me. Okay, let me see if I can't get this a little bit closer, or maybe beef up the brightness. Let me see if I can't fix it. These lights, but now my face is glowing, but that's okay, as long as you can. It could also be the yarn choice. I thought this was light enough. So I'm starting again with a single crochet, single, double, and this is all that we're going to do all the way around for however many rows. 15, I think. Repeat rows 1 through 2 for rows 3 through 15. Do not tie off. Yep. So this is what we're going to be doing. First, I thought you thought Four Christmases was a bit dark, and I was like, oh gosh, I didn't mean to suggest a movie that people would think is a bit dark, but then I remembered you're probably talking about the lighting. Sharon hasn't watched Four Christmases. You're going to love it. Yes, Britt, we turn after every row unless you choose not to turn. You need to do one or the other. You either need to turn after every row or don't turn after every row, but stay consistent with whichever one that you choose. And if you choose not to turn, make sure you're alternating your stitches. You don't want to put a single crochet on top of a single crochet. Your singles go on top of your doubles go on top of your singles. I think it's the bottom. Yes, we are starting from the bottom. Aisha hasn't watched it. I just changed your life. You're going to love it. You need to go watch it today. I don't know what streaming platform it's on, but it's got to be somewhere. Ending with a double, join into the top of our first stitch. Chain 1 and turn our work. This is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It is I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby, which is my favorite cotton to work with if I want something soft. Usually, I mean, not usually, but you could get away with doing a different, like a more rough cotton for this, for the sake of exfoliation. So you could use the Peaches and Cream, or my favorite rougher cotton is Dishy Cotton by We Crochet. I love it. When you wash it, it feels like a worn out pair of blue jeans. If you've never tried it, it's Dishy, Dishie, and it's by We Crochet. Thank you, Heather. Okay, so Sharon said her favorite would be It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 30th Street. My husband just watched It's a Wonderful Life for the first time a couple nights ago. Not my jam. Not my jam, but it's probably my age and my ADHD. Megan knows what I'm talking about. We're ADHD sisters. Was not my jam. It is in black and white. At least the one he watched was. I think there is one that's not in black and white. Not my jam. I am very specific with what I watch on TV. I do not like reality TV. I do not like TV with like not as good actors, only because I can tell how horrible the acting is and I hate it. And I'm not being like I'm an acting snob. I think it's an empathy thing, and I can tell that they're faking it because that's their job. But I can tell because they're not very good at their job, I think. So reality TV and things that are just like Hallmark movies, no offense, not my jam. My husband loves them. He loves reality TV. He loves Hallmark movies, especially the Christmas ones. Just not for me. So It's a Wonderful Life was just not my jam. Join into the top of our first stitch. Chain 1 and turn. My friend was posting on her Instagram stories a Christmas movie that she was watching, and it was one with Mary-Kate and Ashley when they were little. And I know that I've probably seen it, but I can't remember. But I want to go find that one and watch it. We also like Ernest Stole Christmas. That one is very funny, very old, but very funny. We like, Gabe really likes Daddy's Home too, with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. I think John Cena is in that one. Daddy's Home too. I don't think it's marketed as, maybe that's why, Megan. Maybe it's we can tell that they're faking it because their acting isn't top notch. Maybe that's why. Daddy's Home too. Hilarious. Oh, it's got, what is that guy's name? Oh, he's really, really famous. If you've seen the movie, it's Mark Wahlberg's dad. If you guys could tell me. He's very famous. He's in What Women Want. I can't remember his name. But that's Daddy's Home too. And it's like a Christmas movie, but not really, but it is kind of. It's very funny. I don't know about the language. I can't remember. I try to just kind of tune it out. But maybe just don't watch it with your kids. Watch it on your own first. I don't think Four Christmases had horrible language. If it did, I would know when to bleep it out because we have watched it so many times. I am obsessed with that movie. And I haven't watched it. Mel Gibson, thank you. Yes, Mel Gibson, thank you. The new movie looks funny with The Rock in it. I forgot the name of it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen previews on TikTok. Love It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, Mel Gibson. I'm sorry. I know he's like unbelievably famous and I should have been able to remember his name. It's not coming to me. My best friend that lives in Florida, who I made the baby Santa hat for, she can tell you every actor in every movie and all the other shows that they're in. She is the Google of actors. She's been that way since she was little. And when I was little, I didn't realize they had real people names. Like I just thought they were who they were in the show. You know what I mean? And she knew like from very early on. So if I'm ever stuck, I will call or text her and she can always come through. She is crazy how well she can remember all that stuff. Has anyone seen Red One? I have not. Oh, in case anybody was curious, for Ava's survey that she did, the Santa Claus was the most picked out of the 4 that Ava selected. And she asked mostly millennials. The Santa Claus. Love that one. Chain 1, turn our work. Did anybody choose to make one without turning your work? It turns out very pretty, just a little bit different texture. If I was using a variegated yarn, I would probably not turn my work, just so I could see how it would look. I just like to experiment sometimes. Hi, Melody. A craftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho will get you today's live bonus for showing up live and making Crochetmas the fun experience that it is. Without you guys showing up live, this would not be a good time for me. Hopefully, all of my friends watching the replays are still enjoying those, even though you're not able to tune in live. I know everybody's schedules is different. Anthea, if you're catching the replay, sister, I love you. Anthea showed up. Anthea and Christina and Deborah and probably Susie showed up to almost every Ask Ashley. And I got to chat with them almost every week. It was lovely. I think Anthea's schedule is not allowing for her to be with the Crochetmas stuff right now. If anybody's wondering which time slot had the most viewers so far, it was 2:00 on Sunday. So Vanessa, Peaches and Cream is absolutely perfect for this type of project because it's going to be a little bit more rough, which means it's going to exfoliate the skin. Oh, Anthea, you're here. Hey, friend. I sadly only had Peaches and Cream and I'm new to cotton yarn and wow, this is slow going for me. That's okay, Vanessa. Take your time. You'll get the hang of it. You can use the lemon peel stitch for anything. We're going to use it again on day 10 when we make the easy peasy lemon squeezy headband. And we will be using worsted weight yarn for that one. Who was I talking to? Vanessa. So we'll get more practice with the lemon peel stitch here. And then I also have a hat called the Charlie hat, and it's made using the lemon peel stitch. If this was going to be a teensy weensy Charlie hat, like, it's made the same way. You just make it into a circle and you go all the way up like a tube, and then we're going to clinch one end and then add a brim to the bottom. That's the Charlie hat. It's an easy one that is very cute and textured and fun. If anybody didn't know, all of the hats on my blog are named after lost characters from the show Lost. I have the Claire bun beanie, the Kate bun beanie, the Juliet bun beanie, and the Charlie hat. I think that's all of them. Chain one and turn. If you have seen Lost, then you know all of those people. I recently rewatched it with Gabe, and I watch a show every night before bed. Right now we're going through Psych, which is my favorite show on the planet, hands down. But I did have him go through Lost with me because he had never seen it. And I feel like he was missing a lot of cultural references because a lot of other shows and people reference the show Lost regularly. And I feel like he was missing out on that. So we watched it. He didn't hate it, but he didn't love it either. But I love it. He likes rom-coms and comedies in general, like The Office. That's his favorite show on the planet. So I guess our tastes are similar, but not. I do not do romance at all. Period. I'm not doing it. Even if it's if it's a rom-com with like a little bit more comedy leaning than romance leaning, I could probably handle it. But I'm not doing the romance. I don't like it. I don't like anything that's going to make me cry. I don't want to cry at all. And I cry at the drop of a hat when I'm watching shows or listening to music or reading books. Or children's talent shows make me cry like a baby. And parades make me cry. And I think it's the empathy because I can feel how happy the parents are that their kid is performing on stage. I can feel how nervous and excited the child is while they're performing, and the tears just pour out of my face like a crazy person. And then as soon as I walk out of that room, I'm fine. I experienced that in real life. That's the only reason why I know it's a thing for me. And parades make me cry because I can feel how excited all the children and people are to be on the floats. And I can tell how excited and happy all of the parents and friends are to see their kids on floats. And I just cry. I can't handle it. My body can't handle it. No romance, but my mom loves them. Yeah, not for me. I'm not doing it. I like comedy as long as it's not what I consider stupid funny. And Psych, you might argue Psych is stupid funny. And I can see why you would argue that. But he's pretending to be stupid funny. He knows he's being stupid. He's not thinking it's real. In The Office, they say things that I feel like no adult human being would think is real in real life. Some of it is not, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. So it's not that funny to me. I like The Office. I watch them just fine, but it's not like, I'm not gonna be like, ooh, let's go watch The Office. I do like Steve Carell. I like the guy that plays Jim. I like the guy that plays Dwight. I like all of them. It's not my type of humor, I guess. But I really like sci-fi, not like Doctor Who sci-fi. I can't get behind that one. But like The Travelers or Heroes or Fringe even. That's a very old one. I like those. I like crime. All of the crime things. Right now I'm watching Elementary, but I've also watched Castle and Bones and Revenge. And I think I've watched a little bit of Scandal. What else have I watched? Lots of crime, all of the crime. And I also like, I don't know if this is considered sci-fi. What does the fairy tale type stuff fall under? Like Grimm or Rain. I really like, I guess Rain is more like history, fantasy. Maybe, so fantasy maybe? I don't know. I like the fairy tale stuff. I like the vampire stuff. I love Vampire Diaries. I love True Blood. And you might think, Ashley, you love Twilight? The acting is horrible. I know. I still love it. I don't know why. I guess I can't tell that. I think I believe that that's how that girl acts. And it's not just bad acting. Like, I believe that's how Bella is. I do. I love Twilight. I love every second of it. I'm counting down the days for Ava to turn 13 so we can watch it together. I pre-watched it recently, well, fairly recently, to see if it was something she could watch yet. It is not. We're going to wait a little bit more. Oh, yes. Once Upon a Time. Loved it. Loved it. Ooh, Anthea loves medical shows. So I like House, Anthea. I haven't watched it in years, but I like House. I cannot do Grey's Anatomy because I am depressed all the time if I watch it. Whatever I'm watching, I soak it up. So I will take on the personality of the show, and that will be my personality for the duration of the time that I'm watching the show. And with Grey's Anatomy, I just cry constantly at everything in real life. So I had to turn that one off real quick. I watched a show back in the day called Drop Dead Diva, and it's a lawyer show. I like lawyer shows. And she talks with like a Valley Girl accent. So I talked with a Valley Girl accent for the duration of the time that I watched that show. Right now I'm watching Elementary, and he is extremely educated and intelligent and can talk really well, like with the words that he chooses to use, not his accent, which I also love. So that's, if it sounds like I'm talking more intellectually than I usually do, let me say this as less intellectually as possible. That's because I'm currently watching Elementary and Psych. I watch Psych with Gabe, and then I watch Elementary till midnight by myself while I crochet my gingerbread pillow, which last night I just worked on my freebie that I'm going to be releasing, this Crochetmas. Let's see how many rows we've done. I have not watched The Rookie. Oh, is that a cop show? Nathan Fallon. That sounds really familiar. Chastity said she'd love Drop Dead Diva. It was pretty good. Join to the top. I can tell by how short it is that we are not through all of our rows yet. We need to get to 15. Let's just count where we're at. 1. So if you are turning your work, you can see like peaks and valleys kind of. One row kind of sinks in and one row kind of pooches out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are very close to being finished. This one was quick. Next year, every day of Crochetmas, we're making soap sacks. Just kidding. The Christmas shoes. Drop Dead Diva. Sleepy Hollow is a good one. Thank you for that suggestion. Diane said every time it's like a switch turns on and the water pours out. I'm assuming you mean for things like Grey's Anatomy. I can't handle it. I like House, though. I haven't watched House in forever, but I've been seeing clips on TikTok. Every now and then TikTok just shows me like show clips, and I just sit there and watch them. I get the gist of the episode from the 1-minute TikTok that I watched. Ooh, Castle. Yep, I watched. Oh, Castle. That's why I knew it. I watched Castle. I knew that name. I need to look that up. What'd you say it was called? The Rookie. Is it a cop show? Can you crochet heart granny square? I don't have a pattern for a heart granny square. But if you search YouTube, I'm sure you can find some really good ones. Oh my gosh, Megan, my mom used to watch ER when I was little. And I think it came on, I don't remember what day of the week it came on, but those days, it was like 8 p.m. And I was not able to talk to my mother. She was like, my show's on. And it was just ER. That's the only show. But she also watched Grey's Anatomy and House. So I think she's just really into doctor shows. Join into the top of our first stitch. And now I'm not going to chain yet because I need to see how many chains I need to do. Chain 3. Okay, so we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to flip it this way. There we go. Now we are working on our top rim portion. This still looks a little bit stubby to me, but I think it's fine if you just do some shaping. I think it'd be fine for a bar of soap. I love this color. Gorgeous. It's very similar to the color that I used in the pattern pictures, but this one was more red. This one is more orange. It's called bruschetta for anybody who's interested. Also, if you have tuned in past the time that we started, acraftyconcept.com/ho will get you this pattern absolutely free. The ad-free PDF. You can grab it, save it to your device, print it off, put it in your digital folder, whatever you do with your crochet patterns. But make sure you save it. Don't just save this link, because the link will disappear as soon as the live is over. Excuse me. Okay, so for the brim portion of our soap sack, we're going to be doing triple crochets, US triple crochets. So we start with our chain 3, and then we're going to triple crochet into each stitch all the way around. So it should be 30 stitches, starting with the spot where we just joined. So to do a triple crochet, we're going to yarn over or under twice, not just one time, 2 times. Then we're going to go into the stitch, grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 times. That's a big, tall stitch. That is a US triple crochet. It's very fun to do because of all the twists, I think. I don't know. I like it. My body likes it, especially when I'm going to pick up speed here in a second. I like a triple crochet. I don't use that enough. I need to use that more. This is the triple crochet. The Good Doctor. I don't watch that. 2, 3. Has anyone watched Call the Midwife? I have not. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I really liked the show Grimm. The girl from Grimm. If anybody's watched it, she's a blonde. I don't remember what they call her fantasy character. I think she's kind of like a witch, but she's real ugly when she turns in. It's like a demon witch. I don't know. She was in a Psych episode, one of the early seasons. That was exciting. You know who else was it? No, it was, Heart of Dixie. That's the rom-com Gabe and I both like together. In Heart of Dixie, the season where her boyfriend moves to LA, that season, guess who's in that season as a guest, not even a guest star, like nobody knew who he was. It's Jesus from The Chosen. Gabe and I were watching that and we were like, oh, it's Jesus! The guy from The Chosen that plays Jesus is in Heart of Dixie, an episode where her boyfriend, I think his name was Joe, moves to LA. So if you've watched Heart of Dixie, you're going to have to rewatch it if you also watch The Chosen, because he is there. He is a director, like a LA movie director. But that was crazy. I love seeing people I know in different shows. It's a lot of them. So we are just going to triple crochet all the way around. I wonder what this would be like if you made it with like a little bit more of a scrubby type yarn, not the dishes scrubby kind. If I was going to use a textured yarn for this pattern, I don't think I would do the lemon peel stitch. I think I would just do single crochets, and I might have to add another row or 2 for the length. But I was thinking like this yarn. I can't remember what it's called, something weird, like something like Huga fur. It's called something funky. Ow, ow, ow. It's sticking to my dry skin. This type of yarn. Oh, it is really sticking to my dry skin. I wonder if that would work for one of these to be more like, I don't know, like a different type of clean. Or if you could make it, that's a double. Make it with that type of yarn, or even the pipsqueak yarn that we used last night for the Gracie doll dress, And then what if you made like a dusting mitt instead of a soap sack? And you put your hand in there instead of a bar of soap. And then you could dust your home. That might be a 2025 pattern. Could make different sizes because this one would be pretty small, but it would, I mean, like a child-size dusting mitt. All the children will do all of the dusting. Okay, that should be 30 based on where my stitches are. And let's see what's next. Now we close up. Okay, so I guess that's all we do. Tie off. Yep. So that's it for the soap sack. So we're going to join into the top of our first triple crochet, which is right here. And we're going to tie off. Literally the best project for watching TV, or if you get to be the passenger princess while your husband drives. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to put some cotton in my car. This will be my car ride. We're getting ready to go to Tennessee in a couple weeks. I'm going to make as many of these as I can. How many did you chain? Oh, 15 rows, Chastity. 15 rows. Was it 15 or 13? 13 rows of lemon peel stitch. 15 rows. I promise I had coffee before. 15 rows and then the triple crochets to be the closing. It's like a loofah. Yeah. So this up here is where we'll make a drawstring, and then that's where your soap can go. But you could put your hand in there if it was bigger. Pull the, oh my gosh, wrist warmers. Hello. Pull the drawstring, and then you could either wash with it on your hand or dust. I think it could be fun. Especially with the this yarn that we used yesterday, the pipsqueak. This feels like it would collect dust very well. Like grab a hold of it like a magnet. Virgin River, I didn't watch that. Virgin River's acting was lame. What is this? I haven't looked at the pattern. So do you sew the bottom closed at the end? Yes, we are going to do that now. We are going to, it says turn it inside out and flatten your soap holder so the beginning chain tail is at one of the corners. So not like this. This is where it's just kind of hanging out. We're going to put it in the corner. It doesn't matter which corner. I guess it needs to be on this side if you are right-handed. If you're left-handed, it can go on the other way. But the side that your crochet hand is on. Oh, Megan, I hope you sell so many of them. Now we are going to... So on the corner, insert your hook into a stitch on each side of the soap at the bottom and pull your yarn through for the top of the beginning zone. Okay, we're just going to slip stitch it closed. Easy peasy. So we're going to go into this stitch here. Again, it is the opposite side of our starting chain. So it might be a little funky to get your hook in there, especially on the first one. There we go. Oh, I think I can. Sometimes I have to not look at it. There we go. And then the partner stitch. Let's say this one. Okay. So we're slip stitching this side to this side, and they should be lining up fairly nicely. Once we get past this first one, we'll be in good shape. You guys can discuss how much you would sell them for. Oh my gosh, Cynthia, absolutely. And you could let them know that it holds a bar of soap. Like you can gift it to them with little gifts inside like candy or a gift card, and then let them know this holds a bar of soap. Perfect. Love that idea. So I'm going to grab my yarn and go through those 2 stitches. And I think that this does count as our first slip stitch. And it says to chain 1. We're going to go ahead and do it, but you could probably get away with not doing that. You could probably just not chain and still just slip stitch in. So now we're going to slip stitch these stitches together, and we can see where the stitch is. So this one is going to line up with, I believe it's this one right here. And then we'll just adjust and see. Okay. And slip stitch closed. I feel like I might have missed. No, I didn't. If I did it, it will be fine. So in the next stitch, into the next stitch, and to do a slip stitch, if you didn't notice, you just grab it, pull it through everything, both stitches and the loop on your hook. We're just gonna go all the way down. It should be 15 slip stitches if you're counting. Boop. And boop. One of these days, we're going to make, day 8. Day 8, we're going to make a jumbo Santa head gift pocket. I've not made one yet. Mackenzie told me to make one so we can see how it goes, but I'm afraid of using my yarn because I don't want to have to go get more yarn, but I probably need to do that because I don't know if I can wait till day 8 because I really want to, I feel like, one, it will hold like bigger gifts, which could be fun, but two, it might make a really cute pillow, like a couch throw pillow for the holidays. I think that could be fun. Almost. Looks like we have 2 more. Yep. 1, and then the last one is a little weird. There we go. And I'm going to tie off just by grabbing it and going through that loop. Bob's your uncle. Customers, I would sell singles for 10, a pack of 3 for 25, or a pack of 5 for 40. Those are Christina's brand. $8 to $10. No, Megan, 8 to 10 would. I think you could go up. I think you could. I mean, it depends on your area and your ideal level of success and your business model. But I think you could easily go up to 12, depending upon your area. But I do not think 8 to 10 is too much. Okay, and then we just pooch it right side out. And then you got your little soap sack. We'll sew in these tails with a tapestry needle. Let's go ahead and make our drawstring, which should just be a chain. Super simple. Whoop. Okay, drawstring, chain 40 to 45, depending upon your tension. It says 11.5 to 12 inches is ideal for the drawstring. Do not tie off. You can use a stitch marker to keep your work from unraveling. So we are going to chain 40 to 45. I'm not going to count. The leaves are going crazy. I'm not going to count that. I'm just going to chain. But you can count yours. Christina, I would like to caution you on selling packs for cheaper. I understand the thought process because that's how we're conditioned. Like if we're buying something, usually if you get more of them, it's cheaper per thing. Like on Amazon, I can buy 100 stickers for this price and they're like so much cents a piece, or I can buy 200 and they're way cheaper. Same for Sticker Mule. But those types of things are not handmade. You got to think, if you're hand making all of them, whether they buy 3 or 1, you are still making them all. So if you found that yours were selling like crazy, individually, in packs, it doesn't matter, that's telling you that they would probably still sell as just singles, but more profit. So it's gonna vary, depend on your business and how much sales you're getting and stuff, but pay close attention. If you are selling tons of 3-packs for, how much did you say you were doing? 3-pack for 25, and normally you would be selling 3 of them, you'd be getting $30. Make sure it's not like you're still making them all. So if you made 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, that's 25, 20, that's $100, or it's $30. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 120. So you're either making $100 or you're making $120, but you're still crocheting 12 of these soap sacks, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. I would just pay very close attention. Anthea's, $12 US would be almost 17 UK. I think I'd like to try and sell them for 15. So Anthea, I don't know anything about the cost of living in Canada, so I'm going to let you make your best judgment on that one, and I'm going to trust your judgment. Okay, I probably should have counted these. I didn't want to count. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Whoa, I did way too many. I'm going to just, let's see. Yeah, let's take out some. That's way too many. Okay, so the way I'm eyeballing it is if it was wrapped around this, would I still have enough room to put my wrist in and to hang it? I think this would be good. So if you have your a tape measure and you want to measure it out, 11.5 to 12 inches is ideal. Okay, so now we are not going to tie off. It says thread the starting side of the chain in a tapestry needle. Insert your needle. Oh, I see. We're going to put it through the drawstring before we turn this into a loop. So I'm going to cut my yarn, making sure I have plenty of tail left, and I'm going to put a stitch marker in this little loop to try to prevent it from pulling out like this. So now it won't pull out. That's a little trick for you. It won't pull out this way, but it can pull out this way. So keep that in mind. And then we're going to use our tapestry needle and get ready to thread it through. If you don't have a tapestry needle, you could use a crochet hook for this part. It's not difficult. You could probably just use your finger. Yes, Anthea, let us know how it goes, and good luck at your market. Okay, so we are going to go in and out around this to close it up. I'm going to find like the center. We have 30 stitches, so I think the center would be like a two situation. So do I want to go in or do I want to come out first? Let's come out first. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to pull my drawstring. You know what? It doesn't matter. We can fix it as we go. So I came from the inside, and then I'm going to go into this way and then out this way. In, out. Kind of like sewing. All the way around. Make sure to not go into your actual stitches. We're going around them. Don't go through the stitches. That will affect how it pulls closed. These also could look like little Santa sacks. Very cute. And you could change the stitching too. If the lemon peel stitch isn't your jam, you could try single crochet. You could do the knit stitch. I think it's called wainscot. That would be gorgeous. I just like the texture of the lemon peel stitch very specifically for a washcloth. That's why I went with the lemon peel stitch. Okay, so we have our chain 3 here, and I'm just going to pretend that's a stitch for now. And if I don't like where this is ending, I will switch it. Just got to see how it ends to my liking. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so I don't like that. I don't like that it's going, so I'm going to pull that out all the way. Okay, all the way through. Now what are we looking at? Let's take a look at it. That's a tail. Okay, so if I use, okay, I'm going to take this guy. Can you see how there's two arms in between? Because I used my starting chain as a stitch, I now have an odd number, so I should just have one in between them if they were centered. So I'm going to, that's why I pulled it out the way that I did. It would have to go over this one and then back out this one. So they're coming out the same hole. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, that works. Well, no, because then no, it will work because we're going to knot it closed. So that's how I'm doing it for this one. It might be different in the pattern. I don't think I was that specific in the pattern because it truly doesn't matter. But also I showed it in the video so you could see. Okay, so you can see how I did it in the video for the pattern. But that's how I'm going to do it for today because I think this will work just fine. And then when you close it up with your little bar of soap, you're good to go. I am going, it says you can close it off however you want, or join the ends of the chain and sew the chain to the back of the soap holder. Yes, I see. Okay. And it says for further clarification, view the video. So what I'm going to do, is that my seam? Where's my seam? Did I have a seam? I'm trying to decide. Oh, there's my seam. Okay. Trying to decide. Also, the lemon peel stitch hides the seam beautifully. That's nice. Bye, Deborah. I think I'm just going to knot it together like a balloon knot. So I'm just going to take that out of there. The reason I didn't tie off is because in the video of the pattern, I do something a little different, but for the sake of time and also because it works fine no matter how you do it. We're just going to pull this out all the way and secure that. This end is already secure. Now I'm going to do a water balloon knot and just tie these two together. Let me move this so you can kind of see. Like, just like if you were to tie a water balloon. There you go. And then you can kind of tweak it to go where you want it to go, towards the very tip. Okay, there we go. And then it's complete. In the video, I think I did it a little bit different. Or maybe I did it in the back. You can, if you tack this closed so it stays, the whole thing won't just like go around and around on the inside. It'll be stationary, but you can only do it like to one little triple crochet. Like you could tack that with like your tapestry needle and like sew it onto there just for that one part. That way it doesn't pull all the way through, because this will pull all the way through. I'm going to take these two tails and I'm going to sew them into my knot so I can cut them off. And I'm going to use my pointy tapestry needle so I can force it to go. It's a very sharp one. Go into this knot, hopefully. It might not work. Be very careful. Hi, Mariah. Make sure you grab the freebie, acraftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho. That's how you can get the ad-free PDF to make a soap sack, the showing up live bonus. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Let's see. I'm going to try to get one more. It's a little difficult because of how tight the knot is. I'm just trying to push it down in there. And then I'm going to cut it off. Okay. And boop. Then the other one. Boop. Excellent. Just a couple of passes to make it. I also think this could be pretty if you added a wooden button. That would give it some serious spa vibes. You might need to make your chain a little longer if you're going to add a button just to compensate. Good morning, Cammie. Don't forget to grab your freebie. The thank you showing up live bonus. There you go. This is almost over. The live is almost over, and then that will no longer work. So grab it while you can. If you are just tuning in, go one more time, and then I'm going to cut it. Maybe. Come on, baby. She does not. It's making me sweaty. There we go. There we go. Boop. And then after you sewed in all of your other tails, she would be beautiful and ready to be gifted. I love it. Ugh. Such a fun, simple, unbelievably easy pattern to make little soap sacks for Christmas gifts or to sell in your shop so your customers can use them as Christmas gifts. Beautiful. And then they can use this to go around their wrist when they're using it with the bar soap. But also, this is the hanging. You can hang it on your shower thing so it can kind of dry off. I use mine every single day. I love it. I don't think this is my first time where I didn't have a stitch in between the drawstring. I don't love it now that I'm looking at it. I think I'd rather there be a triple crochet in between those two. So if I needed to not go around the chain as a stitch and just kind of squish it with like the stitch next to it, so I can have one of these coming from the center, I think I might do that instead. But either way is fine. Only somebody super particular is going to even notice. And that's me, super particular. Okay. Ta-da! We did it. Super cute. So many fun ways that you could use these in your business or as ways to gift them to your friends and family this holiday season. Again, grab your ad-free PDF, craftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho to get it before it is gone. We have some questions. Christina says, Diane, tomorrow we are meeting at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's my least favorite. That's the last. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the nighttime. Christina says, I feel like this type of pattern where once you make one, you will want to make 100. Absolutely. Lila says, does it make the soap bar soggy if it makes sense? A little bit. Your soap is a little bit squishy, but it doesn't make it work any less like soap. You know what I mean? You don't have to touch the squishy soap because it's in the pocket. Anthea said, adding this to my crochet to-do list today. Thank you for the great Crochetmas. Thank you for joining, Anthea. Rebecca says, I loved watching today. I've missed the other days, but this was so cool. A wonderful idea. I'm so glad you were able to join, Rebecca. Britt says she loves it. Diane says it's a great quick gift. Absolutely. If you are like, oh, shoot, I'm going to so-and-so's house and forgot to get her a Christmas gift, boom, soap sack. You can make it in 30 minutes. I love it. I know. It's my least favorite time. I wish I could do all of them at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. During Thursday Night Football, yes. Okay, I will try my best to be here. I am sorry. Most people voted for the later times, and this was as late as I could handle. This has been the best Crochetmas yet. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I love the movie suggestions along with the crochet pattern. Absolutely. Go watch 4 Christmases. Come back tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let me know how much you laughed so hard that you peed on yourself, because it is such a funny movie. I absolutely love it. Okay, craftyconcept.com/ho-ho-ho to get the soap sack ad-free PDF as a thank you gift for showing up live today. If you are not on the VIP list, you can sign up at craftyconcept.com/Crochetmas. I send out freebies every morning, as well as a link to the video, the materials list for what we're doing that day. All kinds of fun stuff is in that first email that I send out around 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will not get them if you are not on the Crochetmas email list. So go ahead and sign up for that one. I made a new freebie last night that will be, I think, on day 6. And it is a Crochetmas exclusive. So only people that will get it is people on this list. So make sure you sign up to that ASAP before tomorrow morning so you can get tomorrow morning's freebie. And then last but not least, if you share pictures of your beautiful Crochetmas creations, you can use hashtag Crochetmas2024. I can see it. I will try to share them to my stories so other people can see them through me. But also, if we are all following this hashtag, we can see each other's makes and we can comment and we can say, hey, this is Anthea. I was there today. I love this. It turned out so cute. And you guys can make some crochet friends that you will have forever and ever. That is all we have today, friends. I will see you tomorrow, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are making hand sanitizer cozy / holder for a keychain. And I'm going to go buy some hand sanitizer right now so I don't forget and so I can be prepared. And hopefully I will have the buttons on my Gracie doll dress come tomorrow night. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.